Five of Cups. All right, so a lot of people read this card as this very standard way. This person lost 3 cups out of their 5, and they're so focused on what they lost, they're not recognizing or having gratitude or appreciation for what they still have. I agree with this. I like that interpretation. And I recently was reading Jessica Doerr's book, Tarot for Change, and she has a different interpretation of this that I really, really, really like. And so my kind of spin on her interpretation with that interpretation is this. The 5 of Cards represents shame, and it represents the biggest blocker we have to continuing on our journey. The 5s in tarot often represent this really big hurdle. 1 through 5, we do all this work, and then all of a sudden we hit the 5s, and we're at this moment where things are just really hard. We're dealing with a really challenging thing, but if we can break through to that, then we get to the next journey. We get to the next big, beautiful space with the 6 through the 10. And so what the 5 of Cups deals with is us working through our shame. What this person is doing and what the wisdom of this card is she's witnessing where things have gone wrong in her life. She's taking inventory, she's reflecting, she's taking note that things go wrong and mistakes happen, and I can still love myself. I can still accept myself even when things go wrong. And so when 5 of Cups shows up, it is time for you to ask yourself, where are you holding on to shame? Where are you holding on to some crazy expectations of yourself that you shoulda, woulda, coulda been a certain way, and that's just not what reality was, and that is okay. It is an and also. It is seeing that maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I really messed up at something. I hurt somebody. I did something stupid. It's something that I feel like is unforgivable. How can you look at that, have more compassion for yourself, witness yourself, and then move forward from that? Witnessing that is just a part, that experience was had, and that's a part of you. And also you don't have to let it define you. And so if it's coming in reverse, it's either this time where you're in denial of this, or maybe you're coming out of that. You're recognizing this lesson, and it's a softer feel of this card. It's a softer, instead of like noticing the stories, it's kind of like you're witnessing the stories. You're already doing kind of the work. It's letting you know that you've been in that. So you're coming out of that time, or maybe you're not. So be honest with yourself. Are you not fully acknowledging the shame and the inner stories or the inner pain you're carrying? Or are you ready to move on? All right, 6 of Cups coming up next.